Welcome to Truth Talks. It's been a crazy week. We're on our new platform on the Black Star Network and growing like crazy thanks to all the OG truth tellers hanging with us. We appreciate it. We're coming on after Roland Martin Unfiltered, and we're glad to welcome the whole Bring the Funk fan club to our Truth Talks family. I need all of you to hop in the chat tonight with the hashtag Truth Tellers and help us answer a really tough question. Be honest. Do black men hate black women? Truth Talk starts now.
Are y'all ready to roll? Let's go.
I do feel like a lot of men are feeling like, oh, she thinks she's too tough now. She thinks she could do better than us. Look at her. She thinks all we want is money, because the truth is that man who was raised by a woman, kind of acting like a woman, wants the leadership that he hasn't qualified for yet.
I want to roll a video that Jody picked for us that sort of shifts the conversation a little bit, because we agree, I think, that black men in this country are under attack. But black women are not the problem. Roll the clip.
But I'm like, he always takes the woman's side. And listen, if he's a man and he says he's a trans man, she's going to take his side even more, because as a woman, you take that. And I'm just like, Mark, we are black men are being attacked, and you are one of the biggest voices out here. And what I'm saying is that if you don't give a voice a reason,
the black man under attack trope in these conversations specifically is fascinating to me, in part because black men have a tendency to do something that I see white women do all the time, which is they get so hung up on their oppression that they forget their privilege. Because the reality is, as black men, yes, we are under attack, and our predator is not black women. The predator is white folks as a whole, white society. And so when we are under attack, it is by white society. But within blackness, black women are also under that same attack, and then have to experience the intra-racial oppression that black men put on them. You know, black women are experiencing racism just as we are, and then experiencing sexism on top of that, which is something that we as black men are perpetuating onto them, as well as white society as a whole.
Dimitri, I love that comment. I love that brother's work on TikTok. You know, part of the thing we haven't talked about in this conversation is the times that men can be violent toward women. And I'm not just talking about the physical violence, which is obviously horrible, but the sort of emotional violence that we can sometimes visit on women, which I think comes from misogyny. I think comes from, in some men, an anger toward mom that can't be expressed toward mom because she is a queen and a saint. So then you're taking it out on your girl or the girl you're dating right now. There's other ways that we are expressing hatred and disdain for women. I think sometimes we experience racism in the world and can't put it anywhere and put it on our woman. Dimitri, do you think that black men are jealous of sisters in some way?
I absolutely do. I feel like a lot of black men, not just a couple. I've seen friends of mine be jealous of black women just for being black women. I think the thing about it is it's like a fragile masculinity that they have. And I'm telling you, a passionate, powerful woman is going to act and break that masculinity of yours, and men hate that. You know, men absolutely hate that. It's the fact that you being so solidified in who you are as a person shakes me to my core, because I'm not. I don't feel as strong as you think I do. I know I'm not, and you're breeding that in me and bringing that out of me. It's like there's only room for one of us mentality. And I feel like most men are living in that space. They're like Dr. Brown, to her point, men learn to lash out, and the only way we can assert dominance or masculinity is through physical acts or degrading you and calling you out your name. A lot of times women hold the value in these relationships, and I'm not just speaking in relationships, households in general. What happens is, as a man, in order to make myself feel in order to make myself feel superior, I have to make her feel inferior. And I think exactly what's going on.
Yes,
Come
yes,
on,
yes,
Demetri.
100%.
Hold on, Demetri got the chat
Masculinity.
going. The chat is on fire right now
It's true.
on you, Demetri. They are like lighting us up, Torre.
Yeah, no,
Woo!
100%. The masculinity is about superiority. You got to feel
Yes.
superior to someone, other men, and especially women. Sarah.
Absolutely.
I feel like, and it really goes back to why are men jealous, right? Because I feel like a lot of men say they want an ambitious woman. They want a woman that's about something. Yeah, well, they want her until it makes them look bad. Because this is a mirror of all the places that you may not be as ambitious or you may not be as successful. And then you feel like your life is more dangerous because you're a man and we are women or whatever that may look like. And so really and truly, it comes down to men are acting more like women, especially Black women or Black men. Why? Because they're raised by Black women by themselves. They're not seeing the example of what it looks like to be a man. They're not seeing the example of what true masculinity looks like, what true leadership looks like. Who are even the OGs? Now the OGs are going to prison. They're on trail for beating girls' ass down the hallway. So now it's like, who do you even look up to in this day and age? Back in the day, you had the Nipsey Hussles. You had the
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. Yeah, you had so many of the different people that now it's like, who do these young cats even have to look up to?
Well, interesting point. Actor Damson Idris called out Black men recently. He's in a big new film with Brad Pitt. He said, I see so much unprovoked hatred toward Black women today from grown Black men. He said the compulsion to humble these women perhaps makes you feel like more of a man. That's a superiority thing we were talking about a second ago, D. I promised you, you aren't men to us. A new year is approaching. Grow up. This reminds me.
Come on, Dad. Hold on. Come on, Desmond. What is he? This man is fine.
That reminds me of a moment that broke the internet a few years ago. Jody, roll that.
He all right. No,
hold on, D. Hold on, D. Hold on, D. I want to get to Daniel's
for the chat. Shout out to those in the chat. It is going on fire right now, y'all. Let us know. Like, do you guys feel like Black men hate Black women? Is this real, or are we all a little bit of delusional?
Yeah. And have you watched the sex scene with this man in it with Chloe Bailey?
I'm
sorry.
Oh my God. All right. Let's see the Daniel clip, Jody. The Daniel Caesar clip.
That libido was up there, baby. Woo, I'm back.